So much rain, yeah, unbelievable, all that rain. There's an awning guys here. See. Tripping hazards.
ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ ਉਹ ਲੱਗੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੀ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਰ ਫੁੱਟ 10 ਫੁੱਟ ਹੋਰ ਬਚ ਗਿਆ ਪਲੇਟਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਨ ਕੇ ਚੱਲੋ ਜੇ ਤਾਂ 5 ਫੀਟ ਪਿਕਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੋਵੇ ਪੌਂਟੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ 11 ਇਹ ਥੋੜੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਜੋ
So from here, somewhere here.
फिर 1000 मान के चलो 1000 मान
Power right here. Power.
Yeah. Okay.
It's right there.
पत्तियां वाली चला दो 1100.
Good angle so we can get some video. Okay, so finally 6 weeks later he's here. Supposed to come Saturday, but it was just too stormy. Okay, hold on. Okay, so they took the outer edge off there. All they're gonna do is that edge will be on this edge after, and they'll expand all that. They'll put a beam in there. It's pretty straightforward. What times right now? You can see these guys are really fast. It's 10:53. Just say they started 10:30. They were here a little bit earlier, but I told them, look, man, I'm in bed. They posted a call. Let me call. The day before, should have said, hey, I'm going to be here at a certain time. I'd be ready. But anyways, it's okay. Get some heat in here. It's cold today. It's 10 Celsius, but it's just so damp. It's a cold damp. So I'm gonna go to the yard and grab the rail that was up there. I want to put the rail on the side of that thing. So we'll see. As soon as I get warmed up, let them kind of set stuff up a bit. And hold on. Okay, so I told him I'll put the wing on there. The wing will come this way, and I'll put frosted glass in there, which I have there, and that will end up being kind of a little barrier, you know, kind of separates that area, and I kind of hide the junk kind of thing, you know. It's gonna be about what, 40 inches high, probably, whatever the limit is, 45 inches maybe. 42 I think is the standard, but that could be around 45 inches maybe. But yeah, so we'll see. These guys are really quick. They have a new guy there. I remember the old guy. I think that's his father. His relative anyways. The other guy, I'm not sure who he is, but so it's basically an extension, and he originally wanted 2,000, but I told him, gotta get budget, man. Tough times are tough. I said, look. He said 19. I said, okay. Then I said, well, 18 I'll do. So it ended up being 1,800 for that. I need that space because now I can take stuff out of that garage and move stuff this way, back and forth. It's not going to get wet. And ideally, when I do the garbage removal and I get good stuff, that bay of the garage will be all separate plywood, and it'll be a separate bay just for stuff I can dump or sell or whatever. And I can work under there. Say my truck is full of boxes, I can take the boxes apart under there. It doesn't matter if it's raining. I'll have an actual covered area, and there'll be some sales stuff outside. I can put furniture there, whatever, anything that could be sellable or reusable, or I can sort stuff out for, say, certain recycling places, books or paper, cardboard. I might have one of those bins, and if my blue bin's full, then I could just put my cardboard in another big blue bin. Like if our blue bin is recycling, and that other blue bin, I could use that for cardboard overflow. Or if I get too much cardboard, I can just take it down the center directly. That's okay too. But ideally, there's a transfer station in South Surrey there that takes gasoline, pesticides. They take a lot of other materials that other places they don't take. So I'm hoping I can take hard plastics. If that's the case, then all this stuff like electronics and hard plastics, if I can recycle them there, that'd be awesome. Then you can see me take stuff apart like more often than actually not, because right now if I take too much plastic, you know, I gotta pay to dump it. So usually what I like to do is I do a little bit at a time, just so that we're not having a whole bin full of plastic, and I have my regular garbage. I keep it limited to limited. But with the junk removal, I'm getting busy, then I could actually do that. I'll be able to dump the plastics in here a little bit here randomly, because if I'm charging per load, doesn't matter if I say it's $200 a job, they pay their $200. Whatever I put in there after, I'm paying for it, so it doesn't matter for the owners. They won't see it or they won't care. But anyways, like I say, that should be a 20-foot extension there. So just kind of show you but 20 foot is not that far, but it's close to there. So that's gonna be really good. Like I said, I was hoping this come a month ago. He said it'd be close to almost September. No, it was end of September. Now I talked to him prior to that, but he told me about 2 to 3 weeks. It would have been near the end of September. Now it's like we're looking at the 20th already or something crazy. 21st. He's like, you know, 3.5 weeks late. Every time you call the guy, he doesn't answer the phone. He says he's coming and he's not coming. Like, the guys are good, really good. They do good work and they're fast, but most builders won't have that upper edge. Like the handrail was a different guy because I needed someone quick and not fooling around. The guy was not bad. He's only about a week, just over a week. So this guy would have been 3 weeks or a month. But anyways, worked out good. We'll show you segments back and forth, just so that if you ever want to tack one of these jobs, it's not really that hard, but you know, you have to be on ladders, you have to, you know, do your thing and make sure you're siliconing the right areas. All the screws are self-tapping screws, so what's happening is the screw, they're not drilling nothing, it's just automatically self screwing, you know, bolts and stuff. So this is silicone or whatever they have to do, and what they'll do is they'll put a trim against the wall. That's why they measure, they want to know the size of that trim, and they'll put the 2 posts on, one post here, one near the end. They'll give me enough for at least to put a car in there. The other side I didn't care too much, but this side I want to be able to have a car if I have to push something there. I want to leave a gap. So then what they do is they put the trim against the wall, and then after that they put 4 posts up, and they jimmy it in, hold it there, and then kind of adjust it, and after that they put they slip those things in, they slip into the channel like that. So like I say, 4 posts and a beam on top, right? And then after they put an end cap this way, end cap on this side. Pretty straightforward. Okay, we'll keep like the other one corner already. So the corner's put in place. This is how they do it. I put more screws in after usually, hopefully. But you'll just then I'll put a thing here to kind of bring the height. And then I'll put the post in later. Well, the beam will go in, and then they'll adjust the slope of the post a bit, because you gotta remember you want to slope downhill to put a gutter on. The drain will be on this side, the drain there, so it'll drain in this corner. Hopefully you got an okay angle here. I was going to part directly on, but I don't want to block this area too much, but I think the angle should be okay for video. And the GoPro, like it's only from here, I'm only about maybe, I don't know, 80 feet away at the most, or less. It'll just look like I'm way further than the GoPro. What's how it looks. So I'll have to get some sort of lighting in there. That's why I want to get some lights put in there. Maybe a couple beam lights or something that's really bright, which we'll probably do. And then this way they'll probably be above, you know, beaming lights that come out, maybe 2 or 3 that way, and I'll have way more brighter lights. I'll get my electrician to do all that. And then what I'll do is when I put the wall up there, they'll put the plugs in and stuff, and a few things. And then I'll get a 220 for welder, and I'll get a 220 for a dryer plug. I mean, even a stove plug. Because I find so many things on the side of the road that look like they're in excellent condition. And then, you know, I could be selling them. Instead of just scrapping them for $10, I can sell them for $50 to someone that really needs something, right? Pays a little extra money for my time, but gives a needy person something. So you put a level on there, and then they're going to just screw it all across. Hopefully he's in the studs. I don't know, they measured it, I guess. the self-tapping screws. Okay, hold on. So you put a adjustable jack in there, so now that holds the elevation they want, and they can put your beam in there, and once the beam is there, it's going to join that beam with the clamp. It's going to clamp the beam like this. The beam will be between that, like that. The beam will be between that, and there'll be a post somewhere, I don't know, maybe 5 feet from that one, and then one near the end here, because I need to have at least 8 feet in there. Because I might be parking one down the road. I mean, I have a collector's car. I might park in there probably, but we'll see down the road. But right now, my intentions are for possible resale, recycle, resale, that type of thing, sort out. But like I say, it's kind of like if you watch someone do it, it's really not that hard. It's just you need 2 or 3 people, you know, that know what they're doing, and obviously it'll take you probably twice or 3 times longer than these guys, but eventually, if you did a lot of these, it'd be that easy, right? It's like right now, boom, you got your frame, you put your beam in, put your 2 posts in, then you'll slide all those in, they slide on a groove, bang, 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 they slide in. Pretty simple. And once they have the height, well, the beam will go in there and it'll already have the height almost. It could be elevation change, it could be 1 or 2 inches, it's hard to say, but they'll probably, lower the touch and we'll get right in there and be tight. And then they'll put bolts in there, and they'll screw into the stuff. I mean, like last one, it was really windy before and it was snowy, and it all held up pretty good, no problem. So, but you see these horror stories that fall off and in the wind and stuff, but see, just put a little channel in there, so then they'll screw that there, and the beam will kind of go to the edge of it. After these guys are finished, I'll go home for breakfast. And then one of my little cats is sick. Is starting to throw up and stuff, and making me worried because she's very tiny. She has not really been growing, but so. And my wife looked at the mortality rate for kittens. It's like 20% per litter. Could be, they're like. So we had, cats and stuff from. Well, Patches had three kittens, right? No, she had a little more, but one died about, say, 5 years. Patches lived to about 15 or something, or 12 or 13 or something. But Callie was the smallest cat out of her litter, and she lasted 18 years. So I'm a little concerned about this cat. It's a cool little cat, but we'll see what happens. I'll have to take her to the vet. That's what I say. We take care of animals. If the cat's sick, we gotta take it to the vet. We gotta figure it out what's wrong. We just gave her shots, which is kind of a problem. Maybe we gave her shots less than a week ago. I'm not sure if that's an interaction from that. And then deworming pills, if they had worms, because we don't know. So, anyways, we'll see what happens. A little bit concerned. And between the cat I got for my birthday and Melissa got a new cat, there's like they bond with each other. They're so friendly, they're happy, they play all the time, non-stop, right? And she kind of slowed down a little bit. They're both female cats, but I don't want any male cats, because you get in a male cat house and they'll be peeing everywhere and all kinds of stuff, because they're trying to mark territory. But this way we keep them all separately. There's no issues. But that's the female cats is ideal to have, just so that they don't, the male cats aren't spraying, right? Female cats are a little bit cleaner that way. So I was concerned about Courage. I didn't have any friends, so we ended up getting a friend for him. So he's happy now. So they're just putting the beam in the channel now. There's a little channel there. I think this guy's new. Ladder there here. The guy that writes, he's the boss that I talk with all the time. Oh, the guy's the father, I believe. And this guy, I'm not sure. Oh, I see. So they're going through the top, just holding it up. So they put one screw in there, and that's going to hold that beam in the air, and then the post will go under it. And all the other ones will be screwed on top. These little things will be screwed in a channel. So really not much holds that thing up, really, to be honest. We'll see. But see, on the other house here, we have super big beams. I prefer to have a bigger beam down there, but I'm not sure if that's because that's more with glass, more structure, or because I know my brother was really picky. He wanted everything super built. Always paid extra to get better quality and so on. So he may have paid more for bigger beams. I'm not sure, but yeah, he didn't give me any options. He said that's the price, blah blah blah. So he did this. He did the back side. He did the one to the basement entry. He did my house, all my back of my house. He did the rails on top, the rails down, the awnings on my house. So he did quite a bit of work there. It was a big job, to be honest. I think I paid like 13 grand or something for that one there. It was a big, lot of stuff. Privacy fences and opening gate, 2 gates, privacy fence, both sides, two 16-foot awnings each side, plus in the middle open. So quite a bit of stuff. He had a young kid working. He was back in school before. That's probably what it is. But he told me to join that BMO, so that's a lot of work. He's telling me, and I said, well, that's nothing. You're just putting a thing there into a good channel. He didn't say nothing, but you know, that's what they say. You know, it's hard, but sales gimmick, right? Just like we say garbage. Yeah, you have a lot of garbage. It's heavy, blah blah blah. It's wet. Blah, blah, you know, that's what they say, right? But anyways, I said no. I mean, I need a good price. I'm a not repeat customer, and I said I can't give you an email because you give shitty service. I told him straight out. I said, you know, guys call, you don't answer the phone and stuff. I said, I'm not going to give you a number out. You don't answer the phone. But I'm straightforward. I don't play games. I'll tell him straight. So if he wants good business later from other people, or get lots of business, but he's so probably established with builders and people, he doesn't care. He's probably too busy anyways. But eventually times get tougher, things slow down, right? That's how it is. So you have to treat everybody equal and the same and be honest, right? That's all I do in business. If I'm too busy, I'll say, look, I'm too busy. If you want me to do it, it's in 2 weeks. If they agree and they're happy, then I'm happy. But I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'll do the job and, you know, say I'm doing it and I start your job for half a day and then don't come back 2 weeks. Well, the customers get mad. You can't do that. Especially when we're doing asbestos removal and stuff. Testing is not bad because I could be within a couple of days. I just tell them straight out, so I'm busy or I'm on holiday, or I can do it on Saturday, or I'll come next week, whatever. It's the way to do it. Anyways, we'll keep moving. Yeah, the other guy's definitely a new guy. He couldn't even put a screw in there. The guy tried like 4 times. You have to have a strong, firm grip, or you can't, your wrist's not strong enough, you can, he's telling the guy kind of how to do it. Right? Ideally, you could just kind of hold it kind of like this too, like pull the trigger and kind of hold the back of the drill and try to be straight. But this guy's like fast. But that's, you know, you have to train your guys, tell them how to hold the drill a certain way. If you don't do this type of work, you don't know what the hell you're doing. And he can be fresh off the boat too, that guy, who knows? Don't really know. But like I say, you know, everybody starts somewhere. You have to start from the ground up, work your way up. But, you know, in this business, right, when you hire people, they put up, they work for 1 or 2 weeks and then think they can do the same thing, and then they try to undercut you and stuff. It happened to me. Both my foremans did that, backstab me basically. But that's why I only teach what I have to teach, and I train people, tell them too much. I don't say too much. if there are companies that are good friends, I have a good friend that I tell him quite a bit because he's a friend of mine and gives me lots of jobs. But most guys I don't see too much anymore. It's not worth it because, you know, I have 20 years experience. A guy comes around fresh off the boat, says, you know, I'll work for you for a couple months, and then quits, and then he talks like he's a professional. Okay, so you put the little wing on there. See where the wing is there on the side there? There's a little gap to walk through there. That's all I want. I want to use that as traveling through. That's why I move things around. So the car, I said I need a 5-foot gap here. So if I come through, I can get a 5-foot gap, park the cars that way. He's giving me about 10-foot opening there to park a car. So that's okay. And now, well, like I say, give me, I can park a car through there. Just in case I want to put a collector car in there, but it's in the future. But he said, I asked him where he takes aluminum. He says it takes a rye pack, but I'm not sure what they pay. He's going to send me a shot of what he gets a pound. He was trying to say like 70 cents. No, I said no, it's probably over $1. That stuff's probably worth about $1.10 a pound. Whatever the extruded good price is, because it's clean. He said I can take his aluminum, no problem. So come take it. You can have my aluminum. If that's true, I said I'll take it. But I said I'll give you some money too. I'm not gonna, you know, gives me a couple $100 aluminum. I'll give him $100 back. You know, I don't care. I like to deal with people and be fair. See, this guy's a new guy. For one thing, his ladder's too far away, so you don't have the balance strength to go. But like I say, he's learning, so. So that wing wall, like I say, will have frosted glass in there, and this way, it kind of like a barrier, right? Keeps the junk, instead of sitting open, it kind of buries it, kind of. That's what I thought, anyways. And then I'll have a big opening area there to work under. And now I'm going to actually, to be honest, I'm going to clean the yard a little more, try to fill the bin up, and then I'm going to work in there because I have a lot of scrap in there, and I'm going to work on the inside bench and the outside bench, because I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of rain this year, they're saying. More rain than normal, so it could either be snow or rain. So what I'm going to end up doing is just cleaning that bay out. I was going to container, but right now I'm not going to container. They're kind of a pain in the ass right now to find them. The price all over the place, and they say that one guy says 2,000. You email the guy or text the guy, they don't respond, and it's the whole Mickey Mouse game. So I only want to pay about $2,000 for a container, not more. It's just a piece of scrap to me, and they're dime a dozen now because economy is not like COVID era. Now the containers are dime a dozen. They're everywhere. You know, there's prices as low as $1,600. I thought maybe a 10-foot container, which is a possible. I might get a 10-foot container. But I thought, you know, if I get a container, that means I'm going to be hoarding stuff. It's going to sit there for who knows how long. It's just I had some delicate stuff that I want to do later, like for grinding things and stuff, and little air things and negative airs and little things like that I want to store in there so that it doesn't take my garage area. But, you know, when I go through the other bay, they got a washer and dryer. I'll get rid of that. I have a toolbox I'll put on this side. I'll put some shelf in the back wall, so I'll put some stuff this way. And this way, like I say, the shelves all here. When I put my whatever electrical plugs I need put in there, I'll put all my shelves along here, all along. But I'll put a wall on one side. It will go like this and this, and there'll be a little doorway here. And I'll just put a sliding piece of plywood in there, so that if someone comes here, they're not looking at all my junk. They're focused only what I have in that room, because when they see opportunity, they see, wow, I like this, I like that, but just things that I want to sell. And sometimes you get that selling mood. You sell even your stuff that, like when I have my garage sale, I mean selling my own good tools. I just get in that mood of selling, right? You know, you like it because people are happy. They're buying stuff, and I'm making money. You know, but no, sometimes I sell stuff I regret that I didn't want to sell. That's why. And with the garage sales, like I say, it's there was so much theft, like women and stuff. They come in with garbage bags in. We're coming with nothing. They're leaving with bags, but they're not buying nothing. They're like gypsy type women. They're professionals. Most of them Middle Eastern people, and they're coming there women, because I know how to read people, and I see it. But what do I do when I tackle an old woman down for, you know, a bunch of junk I found for free? It's just. And I had another guy. He was actually opening video games. I said they're $2 video games, CD games, like they were like Xbox or PlayStation. I saw the guy. He was creepy looking at stuff. Then after I looked at all the cases, most of them are all empty. So he's put 2 and 3 games in one case and bought like $5 or something, 3 for $5. He even calmed me down cheaper, but he took half the games out of the other cases. So I knew the guy was doing something weird, but I'm dealing with so many customers. You know, I'm going this way, running that way, and I'm watching. And you know, we took a bunch of my brother had a bunch of radar detectors and crap. He kept hoarding for years, and I sold a few, but man, they all disappeared. I mean, so they were just people pocketing everything. That's what I'm saying. Garage sales are okay, but there's a lot of theft. People come in there like a gang, and like I say, and they steal everything in sight. So, and like I say, I sold a lot of my stuff. That's why I gave Joe tons of stuff. I gave him tons and tons of stuff I could have sold. Even here I could have sold it, but I just figured, you know, he's hurting for money. I said, just give me a little bit of money. You know, he makes some money, give me something. He gave me just a few things for stuff that I wanted, but you know, he keeps asking for more stuff, but he never came through with any money. So I said, you know what? I'm not selling anything more. I give you better stuff, but why would I want to do that? I could just keep myself. But so it's coming along. It's coming along good. So they'll put that in there. We'll just watch this one so you can see this one. So it looks like it sits in a groove. I thought it slid in a groove. No, it just sits on a channel, so it kind of goes like this, you know, like this and this. So it's pure waterproof that way. But he'll come up there in silicone. He'll silicone the wall and everything, and a few things. And he should be. I'm hoping he's putting a gutter there. I think he is putting a gutter. He better put one there because it's gonna be too much flow there. It looks like it's flowing downhill anyways. A touch. There's one here, and then there'll be another one here because that's a big rain surface there. So once you put it on, then you put a couple screws in there. I don't know how heavy that stuff is. It's not really that heavy, but that does add up when you get a lot of it. Even scrapping it, you could have. Well, that whole thing is probably about 150 pounds, 200 pounds scrap, probably. Yeah, I would say probably. Got the Rookia there. But he's super busy. I asked him how busy are you? You know, he just gave me that nod. See, this guy's super busy, but like I say, his price is reasonable, right? That I think, anyways. I'm not sure what just of material cost, but you know, it's like, to me, it's a good number. You know, if I'm even paying more than normal, it's okay. The number's right for me. But anyways, so you got the 2 posts in there. You put the joint between the beam. You put my side post, or my side wing wall. That was the wing wall that came from upstairs there. And I didn't go with glass upstairs. You know, glass is hard to clean, but at least down here I can clean it easier. That's why I went with a picket in the back. And then I put a picket this way across, and then a gate, and then a stair down. And my brother-in-law's like, I was like 350 pounds. He's pretty heavy, and he thinks he's gonna break the stairs. You think the stairs are gonna detach from the top and fall down? I mean, I told the guy, the handrail holds it up. Obviously, the stair is built like any other stair is built. He wants to brace the bottom. I said, you know what? Don't thump on there. Just walk normally. If you jump from up and down from the top and jump the middle, maybe you'll break it. But hey, just walk normal. He's like maybe 380. I don't know. It's pretty heavy. Big guy, right? But you know, anyways. And then he said, "Well, there's cracks in the stairs." Well, you know, obviously they crack. It's wood, and I got treated wood. The guy who installed this just go with fir. I said, "Well, everything else is treated. I want to kind of keep it treated." So, anyways, he just did treated, but treated, like I say, after all does crack. And it's Home Depot crap. Most of your lumber is not that good. It took me like, I don't know, about half an hour just to find a few pieces of lumber that was any good. Either the ends were all split in the middle. I didn't care too much on the side because, you know, sometimes on the side there's waste anyways for steps, right? But when you have stringers, you want the stringers to be really good. But plus, he goes up there too after, like say, he'll silicone it all and pretty beat against the wall, and he'll silicone the corners and. But that drains into like it's like a little channel there, and it drains to there, and it's kind of like a gutter almost. I'm going to mention last time I think he forgot to silicone the wall. That's why he had to go on top. Now he's siliconed the first channel, right? Makes sense, you know. Why would you want to go on top of there? That stuff was, you know, he's a heavy dude, right? So that stuff can crumble pretty easy, right? So now he's gonna silicone it as he goes. Right against the wall, which should have been done in the first place, but I think he forgot. Now one side sticks out just a hair there, which anything that will stick out will be a one grab, right? See one. The other guy will have to check all that. But see, he is siliconing now. Makes sense. That's how I would have done it. Just as you go, he's looking. See, it's not that little corner where he's tapping. It's not really going in. It should be really good. Well, I want to make it the way I like it so that, you know, later when I'm really too old, you know, then everything's in place, the money's spent. The older you get, you know, less you spend more money, and then you want to budget more, save for retirement type thing. But it enhances the value of the property too. That's another thing. Keeps the value higher, which is good. So yeah, now he just screwed a couple in there. Now he's siliconing the other outer channel against the wall. I had no leaking, so that was good. But you can see he already cleaned the gutter a little bit when he put the joint there. There's all this tree stuff, like all this tree, especially that tree there, creates a lot of debris. And what happens is, obviously, it falls down, then the rain washes it to the gutter, and it gets jammed in there. Then the gutters overflow because the waters, you know, are the debris is plugging up the hole a bit, right? But anyways, and I don't like to get rid of those dead trees at the back there. At least that the one on further this side, I could take it down about 30 feet. But trying to top trees here is really tough. Can't do it. You get all kinds of special permits and stuff, but there was a dangerous section I got cut out before, which is good. It was leaning right to the guy's house. It was dead, but he wouldn't take anything further on top. He said it's all dead anyways. He told me straight out it's dead. I said take it down a bit, at least take some of it down. He didn't want to, so anyways, this is the way it goes. And the trees along that fence line, see how they're growing like crazy? They weren't there last year. I cut them all away, and now they're, look at that. But I want to take them down a little bit. I don't mind having a little bit of camouflage there. I call it camouflage, but not, you know, in no time those will be full-grown trees. And within a few years, it'll be like huge and thick, and it'll be destroying the fence possibly. Who knows, right? So I'd like to cut them just above the fence line a little bit. You don't really put too many screws in that top part, really. I don't know what this materials cost. I'm kind of curious what the cost is on this. Is it $1,000 of material? I don't know. Is it more? Not sure how expensive stuff is, but you know, these guys within 2 hours they pop up like nothing. They could probably do 3 or 4 of these a day on, you know, level ground, right? When we're up in the air on balconies, a little bit different, a little more dangerous, but on the ground here, like I say, it's super easy. That's why, like I say, I like to negotiate a little bit, just because, you know, that's a gravy job working like this. But I see some of these houses like they're 2 stories high, and you're working off ladders, and then you're going on top after, and you know, it's dangerous work. But being on the ground like that is, you know, a lot easier. I mean, anything on a ladder is dangerous, right? But it's ideally a gravy job right now. The old guy does all the hard labor. Should be the other way around. The new guy should be the hard labor guy. He's carrying 3 at a time, so he's just like probably about, I don't know, 60 pounds at least. Or probably 20 pounds each, maybe, I don't know. 45, 50 pounds, probably taking. But for an older guy, I guess you gotta keep in shape, right? You gotta keep busy. He's probably in his 70s, that guy. He told me before, I can't remember now, but we'll ask him and then leave it in the comments or something, or in the video. But the guy at least laboring is he doesn't have the headache like this guy being slow with the drill, and you know, this guy just keep going. Basically could watch. Well, he's got the final piece there now. He's probably going to drill right across, well, probably not all of it, but whatever he, on that section. So I guess he's going to go right across. Now it should flatten it out a bit more. He's drilling a hole for the gutter. Or for the drain. Well, that's gutter hole, but drain pipe. Fit in there. Well, we're looking at for time right now. It's our 10:30. So like an hour and a half, so like under 2 hours. Well, let's say 2 hours by the time to get ready to go and clean up stuff and. Okay, well, hold on for a second. I'm gonna see if you can install that glass. Maybe my brother-in-law could do it, but I'll just see if you can do it. Less people you get a bug, the better. Okay, so I guess you still gotta go on top no matter what. He's silicone against the wall again, so he's silicone channel now. He's got a silicone, I guess. Whatever he has to do there, I guess, right across something there. So either way, you gotta go on top, I guess. So I guess where the channel meets the wall, maybe, I guess, possibly, I'm not sure. And now he's siliconing the actual top flashing against the wall. Go through lots of tubes. So he's gonna silicone that spigot now, or spout part of the drain, I would think, maybe. He's gonna do every screw head, okay. I thought the screws may have had a rubber washer on there, so when he tightened it, but it doesn't. So he's got silicone every screw head. As you would have thought, it would have been rubber washer, and then the pressure would hold it, but I guess maybe it doesn't. I'm just trying to give you all the information on, in case you want to do your own. It's not like I'm rambling too much, but at least if you do your own, which some people try to do, save a little bit of money. I mean, I don't know how much you can save doing it yourself, but some people, they can save what you can, or some guys are pretty handy. Just kind of educate you guys, let you know what's kind of involved and procedures on basic setup, and these are the professionals. So through my video, you might learn some tips where you can install your own stress-free versus, if you didn't really know how to start, could be a problem, right? When you put that trim on the end, that gave you the corner squared it out perfectly, because you put one full sheet, but you calculated it all across, I guess, so that it would all match in there, right? Because what happens is it fits in a channel, right? I'm not sure how, I guess you can overlap too, possibly, I'm not really sure, but anyways, laid out to be 20 feet across. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, hold for a second. Hold on. Final product. So I got all this extra space here. Look at this. So it actually could work under here now. I could do my tires in the rain. But like ideally, it's gonna be for to make things easier. Pressure wash this here. I'll pressure wash this. So lucky I saved this, because look at this. I can still get through here if I have to cut through here, but ideally I'll be driving that way. if I have to go that way. And it kind of blocks things off. That can stay there. It's not really in my way. It's going to be like that normal. So that's all good. Like this one, I say, I haven't decided. This could go maybe, but if I do cardboard, holding it for temporary, I could put it under here. It's not too bad. There's quite a bit of slope I can see from here. The back looks fairly level, but the slope's on this side. So that's all my tires. I have 6 there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 39 tires and wheels, which I like to do soon, which I may do. Well, like I said, I kind of want to get on top of just getting ground air clear, fill the bin up, maybe do the microwaves, get rid of the dirty aluminum before the end of the month. Then I want to start cleaning this area here, tackling this here. Trying to have it kind of clean looking so that I have full access. This one, like I say, there's a lot of stuff in here that I have to strip out, but it's electrical motors mostly, right? Mostly electrical motors. And those motors, some of those small motors I'll throw into the copper mortar pile. The bigger motors I'll probably strip myself, depending. If they're aluminum, I'll just recycle them with dirty aluminum. I got an AC unit here, that's got to be stripped out. That's all devac'd already. I got that from, I can't remember. Had one guy gave me some AC stuff, but I said, hey, I'll buy some stuff off you. Because they just give it to the workers, and the workers take it for free. I said, well, I'll even come to your job, give you $20 for, you know, big rad or something, you know. No, nothing. Because usually it's furnace and rad, and then, you know, that's A-frame. No, never got nothing. Got problems with a lot of things, but never got it. But like, this is a lot of clutter here. Like, this is all this has to go that way. Clean this area here. I want to have access from here to through here. If this lawnmower is good, she came from a house but still good, I'll throw in this shed for now for just temporary. I have another one there, I'll test it. If it's no good, they're both going in the bin. I won't take the motor off because it's all plastic. If it's a steel body, I'll take the motor off. That's my rules. This way they're not get stuck with plastic, they're getting actual motor. Okay guys, I hope you learned something from this video. I was just kind of educate people if you want to DIY yourself. Like I say, it was $1,800, 20-foot extension. So that means they used the facial board, the facial side on that side, but they put this side here and all that, a beam, 2 posts, and a gutter. That's the rail I got from over there. He put the glass in for me. It actually looks really good with that little rail there. I'm very happy. Very happy. And it gives me enough area to put a car through here. Right up for a car, boom. Down the road if I have to put a car in here. That one, like I say, worst case scenario, I would take a post out and put it back. Right? You only worry about wind, not so much wind, snow loads, right? Wintertime, you get a lot of snow. Remember, all my siding was so ugly, now it's not so much noticeable. I tried to get a change, but they just wanted too much crazy money. You know, if it was like less than 2,000, I would do. They all want like over 3,000. I said, forget it. It's just nothing. That's like a 4-hour job to the right guys that know what they're doing, right? There's a few sheets here and some little trim here, and that's it. It's easy. That's okay. Leave it. I may put a couple screws in there, fix that up a little bit or something in a couple spots here, but the problem was the sun faces this way, and being brown, it gets superheated, but it's cheap stuff now. The vinyl's not like before. Vinyl used to be really soft. You put a nail through it. You put a nail through that, it cracks, which is not normal. That means it's mostly plastic. It's probably recycled plastics, hard plastics, versus real vinyl materials. I asked the guy, is there different grades? He said, oh, no, but they're not going to tell you I can buy a product that's $5 more a box. No, they're going for the cheapest quality. They give you a fairly high price and give you the cheapest quality. That's usually how it goes. And a good contractor says, will do this for a certain amount, but they're using the better products. They'll tell you my product is better. Like, there's 3 grades of vinyl in the windows. There's a super cheap, the seals go in the sun, they break, they crack. Mid quality. I always buy mid, not high end because it's not a high end house, but mid quality lasts longer. It's better quality, seals better, more airtight. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching.